Hey everybody, Maria from Kindred Root and Earth Deva Oracle here. It's been kind of an intense week and I think we're all feeling a little overwhelmed, but the sun is shining and it's a gorgeous day in southwest Michigan and hopefully other places as well. Feeling extra emotional today, probably because my migraine from yesterday finally broke, and it always makes me a little extra after that. Standing up by the street, so you'll hear car noises, surprisingly getting a ton of traffic on my little road even during a statewide shutdown, so hopefully that won't be too distracting. So yeah, a little emotional today. Got my swamp witch hair rocking after my migraine, but overall I'm just feeling really just this joyful heart connection with everyone today, and I'm gonna get a little emotional, and I'm sorry about that. I miss my community, I miss seeing my people, and I guess I'm feeling a lot of that today. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to come out and spend some time with this gorgeous Forsythia right here. The beautiful Forsythia, you see her bright yellow flowers. She's just so joyful and so exuberant, and I just really love her. She's just that bright spot in the early spring that just reminds us that we're all still alive and that we're all still connected, and that regardless of what's going on in the world, we always have that. And she's here to help us remember that joy in that spiritual connection, that connection with the cosmos and with the earth and with one another, and to let us know that there is transformation in that connection, and that no matter what the world throws at us, no matter what our government says and imposes upon us, we still have that connection. And no laws and no mandates and virus or whatever the hell can take that away from us, okay? We always have that. And so I thought it would be fun to show you guys how to make flower essence today. And since our beauty here is in full bloom, and she's here to teach us about transformation through our spiritual connection with all that is, into ourselves, she'd be the perfect candidate, and it's so easy. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna find a vessel. I'm using just a bowl, cereal bowl, soup bowl, can be anything, doesn't matter. And we are just going to pick, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I need one more hand. Would that be weird? I don't know. I think it would be really helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera for a second and I'm gonna pick some flowers. We don't need a lot. Okay, so first we're gonna connect in with our plant, with whomever we're working with. And we're gonna get a good, solid, grounded connection. We're gonna hold on to a stem lightly. You see, I'm just holding on to her stem. Can you see that? I can't tell where the camera is pointing. Okay, good enough. I'm gonna take a couple nice deep breaths. And we're gonna say, hi, Forsythia. How are you today, beauty? Are you enjoying the sunshine? I know I am. And we're gonna ask her permission to pick some of her flowers to make medicine. And that permission is going to feel like an opening. It's going to feel like a softening in our heart. We're just going to know it's a yes, if it's a yes. She might not want us to. The Forsythia I have in my backyard, I checked in with her before I started, and she's looking a little bit stressed right now. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna go talk with her more later and see if there's anything I can do to help her. But she said, yeah, no, I'm probably not the best right now. You go out to the one in the front. So that's where we are. And so we're just gonna pick. She gave me a yes. She gave me a nice heart-opening, heart-melting yes. And so I am just going to pick some flowers. Now, we don't need a lot. You know, the flower essence is the spirit essence of the plant. And we don't need to strip her bare. I'm just picking some flowers just from random spots. So it's not going to look like anything was taken or picked. And we just want, you know, enough to really fully establish her signature. But, you know, honestly, since she has so much, I'm taking probably a little bit more than I even need to. I've made flower essences with different flowers, with different plants where I just didn't have a whole lot to pick. And so I had like 1 or 2 flowers and that was it. And it was still vibrant and it was still powerful. So you don't need a lot. You don't need to take a lot. So this is what I have. You see? Can you see that? Oh, I'm so shitty with the camera. I'm so sorry. So you can see that. Okay. So the trick with flower essences, well, it's not really a trick, but it's something to remember when you're making them, is that you're going to use nice, pure, distilled or reverse osmosis filtered water or spring water. If you have good spring water, you can use that. You don't want the gross chlorine, fluoride, crap tap water if you can avoid it. I mean, it won't be the end of the world if that's all you have, but try not to. And you're going to cover these flowers with an amount of water. So let's just say, okay, you're going to use water and equal parts water and brandy. To make the infusion, you're going to use water first. You're going to add the brandy later after it's done. So think about how much you want to end up with. You know, in the beginning, I went overkill. I was like, oh, I'm going to use a whole cup of water, or I'm going to use 2 cups of water. And then you end up with an insane amount of flower essence. And we're not taking this we're not drinking it like water. We're using 4 drops at a time for our medicine and for our healing. So, think about it. 4 drops, that's all you need to get this medicine into you and to get this healing. So you don't take more or make more than you really need. So for this amount of flowers, I'm probably going to use a half a cup of water, and then when it's done, I will use half a cup of brandy, and I'll be left with, I'll end up with 1 cup of flower essence, 8 ounces, which is a lot, which is plenty. And I make that much because I'm going to share it with everyone, and I'm going to use it in my blends and my essences, and I'm going to be sharing it with the community. But if you're just making it for yourself or your family, you could probably use a water glass and, use a 1/4 cup of water and a pinch of flowers, and you're going to have a really nice essence. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the house. I'm not going to show you this because it's going to take too long. I'm going to go back to the house. I'm going to cover this with about a half a cup of water, and then I'm going to set it in a sunny spot. The sun is going to imprint the energetic signature into the water. So you want it to be in a sunny spot for 6 to 8 hours. So this is a good time to start it right about now. And I will I'll move my bowl throughout the day to follow the sun, because I've got a lot of trees around me, and so sometimes certain areas will lose the sun. When you are done, after that 6 to 8 hours, you're going to bring it in. You're going to strain it. You're going to compost your flowers, saying a prayer of thank you. And then you are going to add your equal amount of brandy to that, and you're going to put it in a lovely jar, and you're going to put a lid on it, and you are going to put a label on it saying that it is your Forsythia flower essence. Okay? And that's basically it. And it is ready to go. It doesn't need 6 to 8 weeks. It doesn't need any special processing. It's my new word. It'll be ready to go. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can email me or contact me through my website, through my Facebook page. You can, through YouTube, where this is probably going to end up. You know how to contact me. You guys do it all the time. So I hope this finds you in the best of health and the best of connection to your own spirit. And sending much love to all of you guys. Okay? Talk soon. Bye.